If there's a crisis, you handle it. If there's a gap in the plan, you fill it. If someone drops the ball, you catch it before it hits the ground. You are the strong one, the responsible one, the one everyone calls because they know you'll answer. And you tell yourself this is just good leadership, or good parenting, or being a supportive friend. You tell yourself you're doing it because you care. But what if I told you that your need to fix everything isn't actually about their safety? It's about yours. Welcome back to Forte, where we dive into mental fitness. Today, we're talking about a specific archetype that is seen constantly in high performers, teachers, and leaders. It's called the overfunctioner. Here's the clinical definition of overfunctioning: doing for others what they can and should be doing for themselves. This is what it looks like: reminding your spouse of things they're perfectly capable of remembering, and telling yourself you're just being thoughtful. Rewriting your employee's email because it wasn't quite right, and telling yourself it's just this once. Jumping in to solve a problem the second you hear someone sigh in frustration, and telling yourself that's just what good leaders do. Now, on the surface, this looks like helpfulness. It looks like high capacity. But here is the physics of relationships. When one person overfunctions, the other person inevitably underfunctions. If you're always at 120%, the people around you will naturally drop to 80% to balance the system. You aren't just filling the gap, you're creating the gap. You are training the people around you to be helpless. It's worth acknowledging here that some environments actively reward this behavior. Certain workplaces, certain family systems. And if you're thinking, but my boss expects this from me, you're right. The system may be asking it of you. That doesn't make it sustainable, and it doesn't make it free. So let's take a look at why this happens. Psychologists call this the Karpman drama triangle. Every dysfunction has three roles. First is the victim. Poor me, I can't do it. Next is the rescuer. Here, let me help you. And then the persecutor. It's all your fault. If you're watching this channel, you probably identify as the rescuer. You enter the triangle to save the day. You fix the problem. You absorb the stress. But here is the trap. The rescuer always burns out. And when the rescuer burns out, they don't just quit. They move positions. They become the persecutor. You go from, let me help you with that, to, why do I have to do everything around here? Why is everyone so incompetent? Why doesn't anyone care as much as I do? Most people never see this shift coming in themselves. It doesn't feel like becoming the villain. It feels like finally telling the truth. Does that sound familiar? That resentment isn't because people are failing you. It's because you entered the triangle. So why do we do it? Why do we keep rescuing even when we're exhausted? This is the hardest truth I'm going to share with you today. We don't jump in to save people because we're so full of love. We jump in because we cannot tolerate the anxiety of watching them struggle. When you see someone struggling, a student, a child, a team member, it creates a physiological spike of anxiety in your body. It feels chaotic. It feels unsafe. So you jump in to fix it. But you aren't fixing it for them. You are managing your internal anxiety by controlling their external outcome. Overfunctioning is essentially an anxiety management strategy disguised as love. So, how do we break the cycle? How do we move from saving people to actually stewarding them? I want to give you one tool to practice this week. It's called the wait rule. The next time someone brings you a problem, or the next time you see a problem unfolding, I want you to physically wait. Count to 10, go for a walk, or say, let me think about that and get back to you in an hour. You need to create a gap between the stimulus or the problem and your response, the fixing. In that gap, you're going to feel anxiety. You're going to want to jump in. Let yourself feel it. That anxiety is yours to manage, not theirs to fix. By waiting, you give the other person the dignity of their own struggle. You give them space to develop their own agency. You need to have this mantra: I will not work harder on your problem than you are. That isn't cruelty. That is the only way to actually help them grow. Breaking this pattern isn't just a mindset shift. It's one of the harder things you'll do because it means trusting people more than your anxiety wants to let you. And that takes real courage. The fact that you're even here asking these questions about yourself tells me you already have it. So here's what I want you to hold on to this week. You are not responsible for removing every obstacle from the people you love. You are responsible for believing in them deeply, consistently, and out loud, even when they're struggling. Especially when they're struggling. That's not less love, that's more. The rescuer says, I'll handle it. The steward says, I believe you can. And here's the thing. The people in your life are waiting for you to say that to them. They just need you to mean it. Now, if this hit home for you, drop retired in the comments. I read every single one. And share this with someone in your life who you think might need to hear it. Because chances are, you already know exactly who that person is. You should subscribe for more tools to build for your inner life here. I'm John, and this is Forte. Let's move from drift to drive. I'll see you next time. That's a wrap.